Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's me, Euro here, and today this is my W204 C350, and let's get straight to the point. Now, Mercedes in the past couple of years has never been really great with reliability, and I'm pretty sure you guys know why, with the new electronics and complicated stuff that they've been putting on with their vehicles, like the new C63 with the electric whatever. I don't even know, that's not a V8, I don't care. It really is a mixed bag when it comes to reliability nowadays with Mercedes, unfortunately. However, this is one of the last modern Mercedes you can get that is actually quite reliable. Now let's talk about it. Now I got this car about 30,000 miles ago, or 8 months, and yes, you heard me right. I got this 8 months ago and I've already driven about 30,000 miles. Isn't that crazy? To be honest with you, this car has never given me issues. This car has never got me stranded in the middle of nowhere, knock on wood. These cars are growing older and older, and this is an 08, so it's about 14 to 15 years old already. So this car is almost 20 years old and it looks like it's from 2017. People actually compliment me with this car because they think it's a 2017 and they'd be shocked that it's an 08. It's a good looking car. I think Mercedes just did the right amount of styling. Let's talk about maintenance. So I do oil change on this car about every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, and that's on the dot. You want to make sure these cars are on the dot when it comes to maintenance, because once a German car is neglected, you could never go back. This isn't a Toyota. A lot of people mistaken that. It will never be a Toyota because it's a Mercedes, right? Obviously that's true with the depreciating cost of these cars. You could afford a lot of these models, especially the C300. If you want a Toyota, go ahead. If you want to not care about oil changes, on-point intervals of services, go Toyota. Don't watch this video if you're really just thinking that this car is, you can just neglect it like a Toyota. It will cause you problems. Another thing you have to keep in mind with this car is the transmission fluid change. You want to make sure that the transmission fluid is perfect on this car. The 7-speed gearbox on this car is really good, actually. It's a bulletproof. A lot of people, again, neglect these fluid changes because Mercedes doesn't really talk about it. I did mine at 86,000 miles and it's been smooth sailing. I've never had to deal with any grunt or any rough shifting or whatnot. This car on this transmission is absolutely perfect. The transmission fluid change was about $580 on an independent shop here in Maryland. However, if you take it to the dealership, which I tried, that was about $950. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I save about $300 to $400 just taking it to an independent shop, which in my opinion is even better. If you want to save a lot of money with European cars, go to an independent shop. Do not, I repeat, do not go to a dealership unless you have money to burn. Now that I put that regular maintenance on the side, let's talk about the things that went bad with this car. So number one was the AC blower inside the car. So the AC blower is located beside the cabin air filter, which I also replaced. The AC blower started making whining noises, and that was very, very annoying in my opinion. So I decided to just replace that. Even today it still works, but I recommend buying an OEM one on eBay or something like that. Another thing that goes bad with these cars are the bulbs. So all these bulbs right here have gone bad over the summer. I'm not sure if it's a design flaw or not, but the eyebrow here, the lid right here with the parking bulbs, they pretty much go bad. And all of these four are replaced the past 30,000 miles in 8 months. I'm not sure if it's an electrical issue. I hope not, because it never gave me any problems this winter, actually. I don't have any problems this winter with the bulbs going bad. Another thing that went bad with this car was the thermostat and the pulleys on the serpentine belt. Now, these are very common issues with this car going bad, the thermostat. The thermostat is actually part of the regular service interval. I did not see anything on the service book saying that they replaced the thermostat, so I wasn't really surprised when it went bad. It was very easy to fix. I got it for $100 on FCP Euro, and I also did the serpentine belt. I bought a kit from FCP Euro again. So the serpentine belt was actually one of the first things I wanted to replace, and then eventually the thermostat went bad at the same time, which is kind of ironic. Not really the serpentine belt, but more like the pulley of the serpentine belt. One of the symptoms of that is just having a really squeaky startup, cold startup in the morning, especially if it's like under 40 degrees. And the part was about $150 for the serpentine kit, and then another $100 for the thermostat. So now if you go to a shop, you quoted me about $1,200, which is a lot. In my opinion, this car is really easy to work on. There's lots of spaces on this car you could put your hand on, and because I have small hands, I could grab ear and whatever. Another thing I had to replace was the tires. So the tires went bad in this car mainly because of just lots of driving. I replaced my tires with Michelin Pilot Sports. all season. Now I got the all season ones because the regular 4s are summer tires, and I live in Baltimore and that's pretty much on the northeast, and right now it's about 40 degrees, so it's quite cold. So I definitely don't want to spin around and go around town with summer tires knowing that I can't brake on time, I'm gonna slide anytime it's just risky. So having new all season tires on this car was really a good choice for me, and I've driven about 10,000 miles on the all season Pilot Sports. They've been phenomenal. They're one of the most comfortable tires I've ever driven. Once these go bad, I'll definitely get another one because they're that good. This car overall isn't a Toyota, it's not a Honda, it's not something that you can neglect and forget about it. Obviously, if you want to, experience what a European car is, you also have to keep in mind the upcoming repairs you have to do. Now, that doesn't mean that it's unreliable, because it's not an unreliable car. The reason why it's unreliable is because you neglect it. As these cars get older and older and cheaper, a lot of people will own them and they will get neglected more and more, unfortunately. It's not a boring car. It's a very fun car, comfortable ride, great interior qualities, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later.